Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's James. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one, but incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Murray now to throw, and he's going to go down again. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, and he's going to go down right near each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you have there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Rodney Gunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 3rd and goal, Jackson. This is Miller, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot
position.
more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Johnson, the intended target. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll find Hall. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now Jackson on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 more yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
He won't do rest. He won't do rest.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Murray now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Fitzgerald hauling it in from Murray. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and moves to 3rd down.
Here's Murray from midfield. And able to find Kirk complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
All right, D, 25, check 25, check the go.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Murray to air it out again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to let it go deep. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray. Touchdown number 15 on the year. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rodney Gunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Jackson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Jones has it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. James now to return. A beautiful fake. So a change of possession here on the punt. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Caught by Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Slam, slam, slam. 198.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. The end result, 21 yards.
Let's go.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heel.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Stocker's got it. Complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at
They've got his man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, a dump underneath to Jones. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they got the 2-minute warning to come up, or they're going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. On first down, they're going option left. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. 15 on it. Watch the pass.
Murray to throw. Johnson's got it complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Murray now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's first and 10. Johnson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
I got one.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Oh, they'll try and sneak this. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Here's Murray. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Oh, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
Now Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Falcons, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.